Hi. Okay, so you want to win the lottery. We all want to win the lottery. But if you think about it, it's really just a game. When there's several ways that you can play, of course. I'm sure this isn't the first video you've watched on the lottery. Everybody wants to win it. There's of course several ways you can do it. You can do your quick picks when you go to the grocery store. Just say you want a quick pick, and they issue you one. Or you can write in your own numbers by selecting any set of numbers that you want. There's lots of ways you can get your own numbers. Let's see here. You can just a lot of people will use their birthdays and that sort of thing, but that isn't really the best way to do it because you're limited by excuse me here. You're limited by the range. Oh, sorry. Okay, so you're limited by the range because birthdays you only go up to about 31, and statistically speaking, you're going to leave out all these other numbers that go up to 59 on your slip. So it's probably best just to stay away from those, of course. Um, Also, it doesn't mean that. I mean, well, I've seen a lot of lotteries, actual winning, numbers that were in that range, but over the long haul, it is random, and so you want to include the whole entire domain or range. That is if you're picking your own numbers. So yeah, the lottery is random. It really is just luck or chance. And it's best just to think of it as a game. But it's a really fun game that you can win a lot of money, of course. And most importantly, any set of numbers is just as likely as the next. So that means, you can go to the store, get a set of numbers like this one right here, and have a warm fuzzy feeling about it. You can keep playing it over and over, and it's just as likely to pop up a year from now as a different set of numbers that you get from the store tomorrow in the drawing. So so you have the big draw, and you're wondering if you have enough tickets. Of course, the odds of the Powerball are approximately 1 out of 195 million. The Mega Millions, it's 1 out of approximately 175 million. So I personally just typically play just one set of numbers. That's about all I really want to spend on it. But of course, the more the more numbers that you play, the greater your chances are. If you had 8 or 10 bucks for every drawing, more power to you. But still, it's not real. I mean, there isn't really much of a difference between 1 out of 195 million and, let's say, 8 or 10. So, I mean, it does help a little bit, but if you really think about it, not by much. So, that's just kind of how I think of it. You can do the quick pick where the machine just randomly gives you numbers, and that's just as likely to work as say picking your own set of numbers. There's lots of ways you can pick your own set of numbers. You can pick your own set as you're walking down the street and you see a license plate, you see somebody's address, you like that. The time that you bought your ticket, that goes from, if you think about minutes go 1 through 59, so you could use a time to say you bought your ticket at 8:34 in the morning. 34 could be one of your numbers on your ticket or whatever. Of course, people think of lots of interesting ways to get numbers. They take pi, 3.14, that goes on indefinitely and to 10,000 places, and then they divide that by their grandmother's birthday, and then they multiply that by 2 or something, or whatever. Or of course, people using numerology or astrology. I mean, those are all just ways to get numbers. If you think about it, we're really just dealing with numbers here. Again, any set of numbers is just as likely as the next. Like I said, I like to think of it as a game. So you might be wondering what this is here. This is just a bingo tumbler. I thought it was pretty neat. I got it at a store. I forget what it was called. It was called Freightliner Express or something, but whatever. I paid $10 for this. It's a bingo tumbler, and has all the slots. Bingo balls go up to, I forget what it is, like 99 or something. So I obviously had to take out some balls so that they only went up to 59. For the Powerball, goes up to 59, and then I'll select those and then put the balls back in, or I don't. That is if any of the balls were numbers from 1 to 39 when I get the Powerball. So that's just the way I like to do it. This is basically just creating your own quick pick. It's going to be purely random, just like how I would be at the store or the gas station, wherever you get your ticket at if you go the quick pick route. But it just makes it kind of fun. It really is a game. You can kind of think of it like that. You can create your own unique numbers that are manual. So yeah, it's something that I like to do. So what I do is I just go ahead and spin it real well, and then you just start getting numbers coming out. And there we go. Okay, so I have 5 of them. Let's just see what I got here, just for fun. Okay, we got 22. Alright, I don't know if you can see that. It's 22. And I got 45. Okay, 41. Oh, light here. 41. And I got 15. And looks like we got a 4. Okay, so if you can see that, we got 4, 15, 41, 22, and 45. Alright, so this is kind of a simulation for the Powerball. Just creating my own quick pick numbers with the awesome bingo tumbler. Alright, so I have a few numbers there that are 1 through 39, because that's for the first 5 white balls, and I just do 1 for the Powerball. So I will need to take out 4, and first I'd have to go ahead and transfer them here. Okay, so we got 4 and 15. Put that on there. I'm trying to adjust the camera here. 15, 41. Okay, 41. Okay, and 22. Alright, and 45. Okay, 45. Oops, sorry. Alright, so I'll have to put number 4, 15, and 22 back in my tumbler, so that when I select my Powerball, they'll actually be in there. It has to be part of the pot. Okay, so I'll go ahead and get my Powerball. Just go ahead and scramble on, and here we go. Let's see what the Powerball is. Powerball is 54, but notice it only goes up to 39, so I'll just disregard that one. And the Powerball is 10. So as long as it's 1 through 39, I'll go ahead and take it. Obviously it's up to 59. I just ignore those ones. So the Powerball is 10. Alright, so put that on there. Okay. So yeah, I just created my own unique set of numbers that are purely random. Again, they are 4, 15, 22, 41, 45. That's for the white balls, and the Powerball 10. So yeah, it's a pretty fun way to do it. You know, I've churned out quite a few numbers with and I've written them down. I don't know if you can see it here. Hang on here. So yeah, you can punch out, you know, as many numbers as you need. I mean, I've played a few of these numbers. I mean, any of these numbers could be a winner, just like any other of the 195 combinations or potential sets out there. So yeah, I don't know if you can see those, but anyway, so yeah, these are just kind of some past ticket stubs that I've had. I've only been playing the lottery for about 9 months here. I'm going to put the camera back up here. Sorry about that. Alright. Yeah, I've only been playing for about 9 months. I mean, I could say, oh, I've won the lottery. Yeah, you know, I mean, I've won like $10. I think $10 is like the most I've won. I've won a couple of $3 ones, $1 ones. But it really is just kind of hit and miss. Unlike everybody else, just want to win the big one, of course. But I mean, it really is just a game, and I definitely recommend a tumbler and stuff. But like I said, any set of numbers is just as likely as the next. So you can pick your own, or do the quick picks, or you can have fun with it and do a bingo tumbler. So I just want to share that with you guys. Alright, so thanks for watching, and good luck.